It's Mega 104.3, and I'll tell you what, this weekend, the Tempe Improv, you guys got to come out because we've got like a legend in the house, brother. How do you like that? I'm calling you a legend.
I love that. Thank you. I love being called a legend.
Yeah, and
keep on lying.
And this guy's even younger than me, but I'll tell you what, he's got a fantastic life story, a great career, and I got to say, you're kind of like a pioneer. The man I'm speaking about, of course, is Tom Green, and he's going to be out at the Tempe Improv this weekend.
Thank you.
But I'm telling you, man, you were like a first for a lot of things. I think a lot of shows got their birth because of what you started doing back on it early in the years,
Doing
right?
weird stuff on the street with a home video camera.
Yeah. I think even those guys from Jackass took some stuff from you.
Yeah, just running around on the street, just making up stuff. You know, I was a skateboarder, and I used to watch skateboard videos, so I wanted to just sort of take the energy of that and convert it into a TV show. Mm-hmm. But no one would give me a TV show, so we just made it ourselves. Yeah.
But I'm telling you, man, you've done some fantastic stuff. You probably get this from a lot of people, although, being in the business now, I'm going on 40 years here. I've seen a lot of things that you've done, and I feel like I know you. There's a lot of people feel like that when they see you. You're just that approachable guy.
Yeah, because I tour all over the country. I'm doing stand-up in pretty much every city in the U.S. and I meet everybody, and people have a lot of different memories of my show or Road Trip, movies like Road Trip or Charlie's Angels or Freddie Got Fingered, or so it's cool. I mean, I love it. That's what's fun about doing stand-up, is I get to kind of interact with everybody and get to tell some jokes, and it's basically a party. We're going to be at the Tempe Improv tonight, tomorrow night, just having a party.
That's it, man. Yeah. So we got 2 shows tonight, 2 tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then what? Sunday you're headed home?
Heading home to. Actually, I'm heading to Las Vegas on Sunday because I do a residency there at Harrah's Casino also. So
really?
Once a month I'm there Sunday and Monday night. So I have shows Sunday and Monday in
Oh,
Vegas
wow.
also. Yeah.
That's cool, man. That's cool. So I was asking you earlier, so you still got that, you still in party mode, man? You still got that going as good as you used to, or you slow down a little bit?
Yeah. My show is a party. That's like I'm saying, my show is a party. Literally, that's what life is like being a stand-up comedian. You got to be up late. I know I'm up early in the morning today, but I'll probably take a nap after this and get some energy up for the show tonight, I don't drink as much as I used to. I'd never drink before my show, but sometimes after the late show, I'll have a beer or two with the audience. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, you're big on the beer, man. How's that whole thing going?
It's good. I have my own beer. It's only available in Canada right now, but I've got my own beer and a moonshine as well. If you go online, you can see it.
Yeah.
Or if you go to Canada, you can drink it.
Well, I've heard a lot about the beer. It's won some awards, and I was wondering if you had to, could you give me an example of what it might be a cross between what it might taste like?
Well, it's a milk stout is the beer, so it's essentially it's a dark beer, kind of like a Guinness.
Yeah.
So it's got a bit of Guinness flavor to it, but it's a little bit of a chocolatey flavor to it also.
Really?
Yeah.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty tasty.
Very cool, man. Yeah. Well, I got to ask you, with everything you've done, I'm gonna ask you about regrets. Not regrets of stuff that you have done, but any regrets for something you haven't done.
Man, well, I regrets for things I haven't done. Well, I've definitely spent a lot of time regretting not doing stand-up. And about 10 years ago, I started doing stand-up again, and I'm so glad I did. So that's one regret that I've got out of the way. I mean, I started doing stand-up when I was 16 years old.
Yeah.
And I did it, until I was around 20, and then I stopped when I was doing my show and stuff over the years. But about 10 years ago, I started up again, and now I've been literally touring the whole world and having a blast. And I try not to... I try to just try to make things happen, So if there's anything I regret not having done yet, I'm probably trying to make it happen right now. I'm developing a new TV show right now. It's going to be coming out next year, and I've got a lot of things I'm trying to make happen. So
that's great.
Stay positive, though. That's the thing, I think you go through periods in your life when you're, especially when you're, when I'm 47 years old now, so. In my 30s, maybe I was a little too stressed out about stuff, and I've learned that as I get older, to stay positive and. Try to keep moving through life positively and have fun with things, and good things will happen.
And anyone that you ever met that you were surprised that they were already a big fan of you?
Well, Tony Hawk, you mentioned, that was exciting for me because when my show premiered on MTV, he was the first sort of person that I grew up idolizing who I actually met, and he called us.
Really?
He wanted to be on the show.
Oh, wow.
He was watching MTV, so that was exciting for sure. And we're still friends now, which was it's sort of an amazing thing because I grew up just such a huge fan of skateboarding and of him specifically, being one of the greatest skateboarders ever, the
definitely.
greatest skateboarder ever. Then David Letterman was an amazing thing. I got to guest host the David Letterman show. So that was something I never really expected I'd be able to do, and
that was a big call, man. That was a big deal. I mean, not everybody gets to do that show, but and here you are, this guy that started on this kind of little small TV show that you were doing, and you're hosting David Letterman. That would be amazing.
Yeah, it was an amazing thing, and he was very supportive of me. Jay Leno was always supportive of me too. So. Yeah, it's been cool. I've had a lot of amazing experiences.
So we want to remind everybody to come out this weekend. Tempe Improv. Remember, we got 2 shows tonight, 2 tomorrow. Let me give you a phone number so that way you guys get in there and get your tickets. It's 480-921-9877. You got to come out and see Tom Green. So after this, man, you're doing stand-up right now. You're working on a TV show. Any other big screen things you're going to be doing that we can see?
There's a movie coming out this year called Iron Sky, which is a really crazy, weird science fiction movie. That's really cool.
Iron Sky.
Iron Sky, yeah. And it's actually a sequel. It's sort of a cult following this movie called Iron Sky. Now there's a sequel coming out, so that'll be coming out in soon. Yeah.
Wow.
Actually, yeah.
How you doing with the whole social media thing, man? You're good with it?
Yeah, I like it.
Really?
Because I'm always traveling, so I like taking pictures. And I got so much weird video from my shows over the years. So I've been posting. Crazy videos and stuff. So it's and funny videos. So there's lots of fun stuff on there. I'm very interactive on there too. I read all the comments, and especially on Instagram. But I'm on Facebook and Twitter also.
That's cool, man. And the podcast, that's something you do weekly, right? You do that thing?
Yeah, I do the podcast.
Wow.
I do it sort of in a fairly raw way. Like I just have a little recorder and I just record it when I'm walking around. Yeah, and I talk to people on the street and things like that.
Wow, so it's not like a studio thing. You just go out and do this.
I have like a portable studio.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, man, watching your show, you've done some really weird things with the camera. I mean, I used to watch that and go, God, you got the camera just like, it could be, for instance, just like you'd have your nose right up in the camera or the side of your face, your eyeball or something.
Yeah.
Just weird stuff, man, that you normally wouldn't see somewhere else. But you were doing it, man. You were an innovator.
I'm a pretty weird guy. I try to bring that. I try to bring that weirdness to my stand-up too. I try to sort of do things on stand-up that are sort of non-traditional, but still, my show is very much sort of a in some ways a traditional stand-up performance. But then I bring kind of my flavor and my weirdness into it. But I'm pretty straight though on the radio in the morning. I'm not being super weird right now. I like to have a normal conversation with you and talk about what I do. Sure. But when I do my stand-up, it's a much different thing. I kind of come.
There's a whole other side of your brain that just comes out.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I kind of turn on to a little bit of a weird mode.
I got to ask you, and I know it's probably an old question, but was that an actual real cow's head that you had for your parents?
Yeah. I brought a cow's head to my parents in the middle of the night.
Like a scene right out of The Godfather, right?
Yeah. Like I said, it was a weird show. No, we didn't have that was before MTV, and we didn't really have a budget for props or anything like that. So we'd always try to find the weirdest thing that we could get for free. Yeah. And we thought, well, maybe we should just go to the slaughterhouse and see if we can have a couple of cows' heads. So that was good for a laugh.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, everyone, you got to come out this weekend. It's Tom Green, Tempe Improv. 2 shows tonight, 2 shows tomorrow. Hey, man, I appreciate you taking your time out this morning.
Thank you.
You're looking good, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Look at you. Look like you stayed in shape.
Trying to be healthy. Yeah.
Are you really? Seriously?
I actually am. Yeah. I'm trying to be healthy. Not too hard, but I mean.
Are you picky about what you're putting in your body, or are you just?
You're just
gifted. You got those genes, huh?
Yeah. I mean, I probably don't eat as good as I could, but I try to eat well though. At home, I cook a lot, and I try to eat the occasional vegetable and stuff like that.
There you go. Tom Green this weekend, Tempe Improv. Make sure you guys get out and get your tickets. And once again, thanks, bro. I appreciate it, and we look forward to this weekend. All the great shows coming up.
Thank you.